Hey guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Man, people get in here early, you know that. In fact, I hope it's inappropriate. I love inappropriate. I really do. My daughter, am I allowed to say this? Anyways, I'll say it differently. My middle child, who is 22, went out to the mall with my older daughter, who is 24. And my older daughter is way more outgoing. My middle child is like Regeer, like, she's like a robot. She like, "These are the rules, this is how you have to live," and she's very caught up in people following the rules. She just needs to chillax a little bit. So I gave her a bunch of stickers to go take to the mall because you should never go to the mall without stickers. And of course, the stickers said for, it's just better if I could just tell you the sticker, but I can't. For bum use only. I said, "Give that to the older daughter." I don't know what my older daughter did with those stickers at the mall, but I hope she made me proud. That's all I have to say. I hope she made me proud. So I don't know if we're gonna hit 2 hours in this one, guys, but that's because I got something big. I got something big coming later today, and it's riveting. I mean, I couldn't wait till you see this attorney. It's coming out as a video, not a live, because the comments on this video are gonna be just awful. Just I already know it. They're gonna be awful, and I almost just didn't do it because just the comments are gonna be awful. So, don't look at the comments in the video, just don't, because they're gonna make you sick, they're gonna be awful, I already know it's gonna happen, but that doesn't mean us normal people can't watch this. It is good. This lawyer is so good. Not as good as Chrysanthi, but up there. Let me tell you, she's doing her opening statement, and I can't rip my eyes away from the screen because it's just so when I made the video, I already made the video, but um, I can't post it yet because I'm telling you, I was so riveted that I never paused and said anything during the whole video. So, or I tried here and there. It sounded, just awkward. It doesn't matter. So now I have to now I have to go through and I have to add something so YouTube doesn't, you know, demonetize me again. So I'm going to post a video later, hopefully at 6 p.m. That's my goal, is to post it at 6 p.m. if I can wait that long. Um, and just people being people are probably going to make comments on this video. Just don't read the comments. You don't have to read the comments. Just saying. The video's not out yet. The video will be out later. And I don't know if I'm going to delete the comments or just completely ignore comments completely on that video because it's so good. So good, so good, so good, so good. It's just so you know, it's an 18-day trial. So all I have today, opening statements, but they're so good. Okay. Anyway, so that's why we have like an hour and 36 minutes for this stream, but I've already spoken for 4 minutes. So we're up to an hour and 40 minutes. We might make 2 hours. What do I mean by comments? Okay, listen. Listen. I am going to post a video later. There's a controversial subject matter. So, of course, out of the woodwork are going to come people who feel they need to post their comments and opinions on this controversial issue. The trial is not controversial. It's not. It's just some people can't have a normal conversation without bringing all this into it. So, the comments are going to be sickening. Just ignore them and you'll be fine. You don't actually have to read the comments. None of us do. We can just rise above it and let those people wallow in their hatred all alone. We don't have to join in the hatred. For God's sakes, do not comment back. Yummy! Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'll start from the beginning again. I'm about to post a video later. In this video, there's might be controversial subject matter. When people see that in a video, they run directly to the comment section of that video and they leave comments. So I am about to post a video later. 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, maybe. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. I don't know why I said it. Laura, you don't have to in this one because it's just going in that door. Aloha. You should be. It's really good. This child is really good. This lawyer is really good. She's like, I mean, this house could have burned down and I would have been glued to my screen. Nope, nope. I'm not explaining it again. I'm not explaining it anymore. If you guys don't get it, then ask Fozzie. Everybody just send Fozzie an email or a Discord message, or I'll give you his phone number. No, no, we should all call him, but not all at once. Like he comes in, 10 minutes later, Siobhan, you call him. 10 minutes later, Barb, you call him. 10 minutes later, Kelly, you call him. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that would be hilarious. But I would never do that. I would never give out his phone number, but that would be so funny. Hi, big booty starfish. Let's get through this stream. We still have a stream to do here. That's why I did that court video that's coming up because people don't really watch the court videos on my channel. They watch the chat. You're not gonna. We wouldn't be able to chat through this trial because it's so good. All right, Kelly, we did the intro. Did you hear it? Did you hear the intro? Did you hear that? Because half of you can't hear the intro, half of you can. So I did something to fix it. Okay, fine. There's nothing I can do. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I just don't know why. Randy, yeah, you're green. Oh, okay, you do hear it now. All right, I fixed it. You know what reminded me of growing up? I don't even know if you guys will remember this. Oh gosh, I don't remember it. M&M's used to have this guy called the Candy Man, and there was this song, the Candyman can. Oh, gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember it. Who can the Candyman can? Anyway, that reminds me of growing up. So let's start with getting yelled at. Hold on, guys. You're from New York? Listen, JoJo. This is right beside you in Jersey. Hopefully it's not loud.
Oh, I'm eligible for a bracelet, PTI, because I mean, y'all let my co-defendant out earlier. I mean,
all right, don't talk much more because I don't want you to say anything that could potentially be. I'm not saying you're going to incriminate yourself, but sometimes things that you say could be twisted, and so it's better to talk to my investigators or to talk to Mr. Neal, okay? And we'll go from there because there's got to be 3 business days. There's nothing we can do. The state gets 3 business days.
this is crazy. Like, I'm just not understanding. Like, y'all let my co-defendant out and.
Listen, I could.
Mr. Phillips, you will be able to raise all of those questions with Mr. Neal and or Ms. Long's office, depending on who's representing you on all of the charges. There's nothing we can do about it. The fact that the state filed the motion and Mr. Neal adjourned your matter until Thursday, so everything's going to be heard together on Thursday, okay?
Oh, this is crazy. But I just seen y'all let people out with 50 gun charges, and y'all keeping me over this.
Like, Mr. Phillips, you're going to have to talk to Mr. Neal about that. Not before us today, because don't forget, everything you're saying is being recorded here.
understand that, but y'all let people out with crazy charges, though.
Sir,
And then,
sir,
Mr. Phillips, you will raise all of those arguments on Thursday.
like, this is crazy, bro. Crazy.
You've made that known.
Y'all
Thank you,
let
Mr. Phillips.
y'all let rapists out. Y'all let all types of
sir,
people out.
sir,
Like,
you're better off not talking and letting us speak individually so that I can raise the arguments for you. I promise you that if I represent you, I will make all the relevant arguments. I really will. I promise you. But we gotta wait until Thursday. We gotta wait till Thursday.
Something. Listen, I have a 4-year daughter. She's autistic. She's with
Mr.
my
Phillips,
mom.
all those arguments will be raised on Thursday. It is not scheduled for hearing today. Your hearing is Thursday. You will have full opportunity to raise all of those arguments with me on Thursday. I don't want you to say anything without being represented by your attorney before those motions are heard. So it's in your best interest to just talk to Mr. Neal and or Ms. Long's office outside of the presence of me and the prosecutor.
Then Thursday come, y'all still not gonna want to let me out. Like,
we don't know that,
Mr.
sir.
Phillips,
So just
I'm going to listen to everything that Mr. Neal and Ms. Long or her office has to say, but I don't want to hear anything without everybody being prepared for Thursday and when it's scheduled. So again, we will hear you, everything you have to say on Thursday.
I hope you're doing well.
so y'all let a rapist out, niggas with gun charges, all types of shit.
Your Honor, are we still doing the detention hearings that were left over from this morning?
Nope, there's more,
We
little
are.
girl. Hold
Okay, I
on.
just wanted to make sure. I didn't see anybody else in the basement.
I let rapists, all types of weird people out. Me, I got a little ass gun charge.
Hey, sir, stop talking. You're incriminating yourself. Stop talking.
Nobody's incriminating myself. I'm telling you what it is. Y'all trying to, for one, y'all saying that I didn't own up to none of my charges. Y'all telling
Officer, we are done with Mr. Phillips's matter.
Y'all telling my co-defendant, y'all let my co-defendant go and saying that, oh, nobody owned up to the charges. I owned up to every charge.
Sir, I will call Duran Neal when we are done here. I will call Duran
Come on, bro. It's stuff y'all can put me on bracelet, PTI. Y'all not even offering none of this stuff. Y'all not offering me none of that at all. Y'all just let 1 million people go home. Literally. Y'all literally just let like 30 people go home.
We'll discuss.
Officer, can you bring in the next individual?
I'm the last one. Ain't no next individual. Y'all waited for me last. Y'all did that on purpose. Y'all wanted to wait for me last.
I agree. That sounds
like,
legit.
Come on, Judge. That's unfair.
I just called for the other two defendants.
Can we mute the booth?
Yes.
Thank you.
Judge, thank you.
I feel like that sometimes helps.
I'm sorry, Tom, what were you saying?
Judge, I just called for the other two defendants for them to be provided.
Great, thanks.
I just kept it going until they finally got him out of there.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. May I request that Edward Stevenson be heard first? I have a doctor's appointment at 2:45 that I'll need to head out. If it can't be accommodated, it's fine. You miss it, you don't take it.
I have no preference, so whoever needs to be heard first, I get it. Medical appointments or medical appointments.
Yeah.
Hopefully I was gonna say they're.
And they got him out. They finally got him out.
Man, the M&M's man, and he has a lot of love to make it all taste good.
That's what I was talking about.
Terrible. To the recording studio.
No, it's not terrible. You're terrible. How could you say that was terrible? That was our childhood. Anyway, okay, we're going to stay in Jersey for a little bit. And yeah, I know, Sarah, I'm going to get in big trouble for doing what I just did. I don't care. I wanted to see it. It hit my brain and I needed to find out. So, okay, we're going to go to Jersey and I'm going to try my hardest not to let an address slip through. But I don't even know. There's just so many addresses flying around. Here we go. Here we go.
The matter of State of New Jersey versus Raheem Clemens, W 2024-001-189-0706. Your name and your address, please.
Raheem Clemens, 350 North 11th Street, Prospect Park.
In what city?
Henderson, the city.
Right. The zip code?
07508.
That's not the zip code. Is it the address Prospect Park, Judge? That's what's listed on the complaint.
Okay, you want the address I'm going home to them?
What address were you giving? What address were you giving me in the first place?
The address that I have on file.
Okay.
I'm giving you my home address. Because this is the address they've been giving me all this time. Now my home address.
Sir, pay attention to me so that we are not running around the circle. You can only live in one place at a time. You can have 50 million houses, but you can only have one place of primary residence. I don't want you to list all the houses you own, both in Australia, in Kuala Lumpur, everywhere in the world. I just
Kuala
want you to
Lumpur,
give
where's
me
that?
the address where you live. So I don't want this whole history about houses and residences. Just give me the address of where you live, where you will be going to when you are released, where the court can send you a letter, where the court can reach you. Where is your address, sir? Give me.
Apartment 2D, East Orange, New Jersey, 07017.
So it's 254 North. So I will enter not guilty plea for you. Your public safety assessment shows a risk scale for failure to appear of 3 and new criminal activity of 3. Mr. Prosecutor.
Your Honor, before we proceed, could you please have the defendant articulate what apartment at that address he lives in?
2. Delta.
So Judge, the only reason to bring that up, and we could certainly discuss it when you admonish the defendant, that happens to be where this incident allegedly occurred. We're not going to seek an alternate address, Judge, but as you always do, if you make it abundantly clear what the defendant's obligations are, actually withdrawn, Judge. So can I go off record for 1 second?
Yes.
He actually goes off the record for quite a bit, so I'm just going to bump it up a little bit. He's coming back. We'll just chat while he's doing that. There he is.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to belabor.
Yes.
Is it possible? I'm sorry to hold the proceedings up. Is it possible to have this matter recalled?
Okay.
Based on
So-
that's something we need to look into.
And Barb comes in with the save. Look at that.
That was not the address that we had prior when we assessed. That is the reason I need to have the matter recalled briefly.
That's the address also in the court system. So,
Right.
Mr. Clemens, I need you to step out of the booth. Your case will be recalled. The prosecutor is reviewing it further. And when they are ready, I will recall
I probably
the
missed
case.
that, didn't
Can
I?
you please step out, but stay in the waiting area?
Yep,
I'm not done with
I
the
did.
case.
I'm sorry. Okay. Now we're going to go back to him. And he's back.
Your name?
Raheem Clemens.
The matter of State of New Jersey versus Raheem Clemens, W 2024-001-1890706. And your address?
254.
Oh, yes, the North Grove Street. Yes. Mr. Prosecutor,
The
you
judge,
told me there was some change. Yes, go ahead.
for the address given, just so I'm correct, the number is 2.
Yes.
Okay, so Judge, we did
Apartment
the
2D.
assessment on this case. It's a matter involving theft of packages from a residence. Turns out, Your Honor, this was not the address we were aware of. This is actually the address where the victim lives in the same multi-unit apartment building. It does appear they are separated at least by a floor or two. The bottom line here, Judge, is that we are not going to be referring this to the municipal court, but rather we're going to be sending it vertical. I spoke with the public defender's office. The vertical assignment for this matter is now going to be the Honorable Judge Fully Love with public defender Sophie Miller representing. We note in this case, Judge, that the recommendation is level 1 monthly. The defendant's history includes a discharge as a level 2, where he was deemed to be compliant. We are asking that he be returned to that level of reporting, bi-monthly reporting. In addition, Judge, we seek that there be no contact with the non-DV victim. Now, Your Honor, we are not going to displace the victim given the fact that they are separated by at least a floor, but we would ask this court, as this court always does, to admonish the defendant as to what his obligations are in the event, the perhaps likely event, that he encounters the victim of this alleged theft.
All right. So, yes, Ms. Orell, do you have any objection?
No.
So, first, I will enter not guilty plea for you, as I told you before. This is a recall. Your public safety assessment report shows a risk scale for failure to appear of 3 and new criminal activity of 3. So, sir, whose address is
That was me and my ex-wife's old address.
that was your old address?
My ex-wife.
So, do you actually live at 2?
Yes, I do. On the lease.
You are on the lease or not on the lease?
Yes, on the lease. I'm on the lease.
Mr. Mullen, do you know the alleged victim's apartment number?
I do, Judge. And armed with that and armed with the apartment that was provided by the defendant, they do not live on the same floor.
All right. That's what I wanted to clarify. And this is level 1, right, Mr. Mullen?
No, Judge, that's what the recommendation is. The history includes discharge as a level 2, where the defendant was not compliant. We're asking that he be returned.
I forgot. Okay, so for those of you who don't remember or have not seen this court before, I love this judge, but In New Jersey, they got rid of cash bonds. There is no such thing as a cash bond in New Jersey, unless you still are in a case that had a cash bond. That's grandfathered in. But there are no cash bonds in New Jersey anymore. You either get detained or you get let out. If you get let out, you can get let out with no restrictions, or you can have certain conditions, and they come in levels. So if you are a level 1, you have to call in once a month to the probation officer. If you're level 2, you have to call in once a month and you have to show up once a month. Okay? Now, if you are detained, if this guy right here, if he just says the words to the judge, we are requesting a detainment, everything stops. Nobody can do anything. Even this guy right here can't change that. This guy, if he's being detained, is stuck there until his detention hearing, no matter what is going on. Nobody can change it. So it's normally, detention hearings are normally only a couple days away. So, like today, for example, if everybody who got detained today, or yesterday, I should say, their detention hearing is on the 8th. So, but when you get to the detention hearing, that doesn't mean you're getting out, or you're getting a level, or you're getting conditions. It just means you get to go in front of a superior court judge that gets to let you out, even if the prosecutor wants them in. The prosecutor gets, I think, 3 days. 3 days, period. When they say they need someone detained, no one has a choice. So that's why the guy in the yelling guy, they were trying to explain to him, look, there's nothing we can do. You have to stay for 3 days. The prosecutor said so. That's the law. It is the law in Jersey. So there's nothing anybody can do about it. And that's the way it works in Jersey now. So hopefully that explained a bunch of stuff that's going on.
Earlier level.
All right, so you will be released, sir, but you must comply with the following. You must appear for all your court dates, notify pretrial services of any change in your contact information. You shall not commit any offense during the period of your release. You must refrain from any contact with the alleged victim of this alleged theft. You cannot go close to that floor where this alleged victim and this alleged incident took place. You are barred from going on that floor. For any reason whatsoever, you cannot leave the floor where your apartment is and go on the floor where this alleged incident of theft took place. Do you understand?
Yes. Well,
You can definitely no commentaries. I want you to pay attention.
Judge,
Yes.
my understanding is that the incident occurs in the first floor common area mailroom.
Yes, the mailroom is different from where someone lives. So if it's a mailroom, and obviously when I say no contact with the floor where they live, if you're passing through a common area, that is different. If you're going through to pick up something from the mailroom, that's different. But the apartment where this person lives, you cannot go close to that apartment for any reason. Stay on your own floor where you reside, and definitely no contact with the alleged victim themselves. If you see them,
I'm just going to stop and fight for this judge for a second. He's tired. I don't know if he's sick, if he's grieving, or if he's tired. We've seen him before, and he's animated and he's funny. And today he was just a robot. Now, he had just said the words, "You cannot go to the place of the incident." And that's when the prosecutor said, wait a second, the incident is on the first floor. She's on an apartment above him, and the judge says, "Yeah, I know. Oh, the mailroom's not where someone lives. He's not allowed to go where she lives." He just contradicted himself there, but I don't think he understood that he's tired. He's having a day.
Coming one way, you must leave that location or go in the opposite direction. You cannot make any direct contact with them for any reason whatsoever. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
And obviously no electronic, telephonic, nor social media communication with this individual. You must then report to pretrial services telephonically once per month and in person once per month. Your next court date is November 22nd, 2024 at 9 a.m. before Judge Fullilove in Superior Court. Public Defender Miller is assigned to represent you, and they will speak with you before your court date. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
You can leave the booth now, please.
Leave the booth. You can leave the booth now.
All right, thank you, guys.
Oh, man. Okay. We got one more, New Jersey. Oh, it's the same judge, I think. Yes. Yes, it is. And you pronounce the K? He's Nigerian, we found out. And it's spelled Nkama. Is it Nakama? Would his name be Judge Nakama? I'm just only looking for CJ to answer me because I missed her earlier and she knows everything. She's international, worldwide. Although if Linus was here, she would probably have an answer too. But she's not. I think telephonic is an actual word, yes. All right, I'm just going to go with Nakama until someone tells me I'm wrong. And let's go to the other New Jersey.
Your name, sir?
How you doing, Yuan?
What's your name?
Billy Alexis?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Your Honor, Billy Alexis.
I heard his name.
Oh, okay.
I'm responding to his question. He asked me how I'm doing. I told him I'm doing fine, and I'm asking him how he's doing. That's a courtesy that we extend when people are courteous to us, Miss Sorrell.
Thank you, Your Honor. I thought you did not hear.
Mr. Alexis, how are you?
I'm a little bit like down a little bit, you know, but I'll get it better time to time.
Great, great. The complaint number on this matter, this is the matter of State of New Jersey versus Billy Alexis, W 2024-001-161-0706. Now tell me your address. Is it North Arlington Street or Avenue?
It's Avenue.
In what city is that?
It's off New Jersey.
Zip code?
07071. I forgot it. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'll find it. Is there an apartment number?
5E.
Is the state seeking an alternate address?
We are not, Your Honor.
So that address is it?
Yes.
And then is there an apartment number?
5E.
Okay. And then Officer Chapman, do you have the zip code?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm seeing the zip code for North Arlington is 0717. 07017, excuse me, sir.
Sure. All right, thank you. So, Mr. Alexis, I will enter not guilty plea for you. Your public safety assessment shows a risk scale for failure to appear of 4 and new criminal activity of 3. Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, in this matter involving allegations of domestic violence, aggravated assault, specifically strangulation, the state has no objection to the recommendation and imposition of level 2 bi-monthly reporting. We will note for Your Honor's information that this defendant history does include
If we can't actually see his mouth, is he even saying anything?
a discharge as a level 1 where he seems to be non-compliant, but nevertheless, Judge, no objection to level 2 bi-monthly. As already noted, there's no issue regarding the address in this matter. However, respectfully, we seek that there be no contact with the victim, Christine Mobaba Ogun Ayi.
Any objection?
None.
So you will be released, sir, but you must comply with the following. You must appear for all your court dates, notify pretrial services of any change in your contact information. You shall not commit any offense during the period of your release. You must refrain from any contact with the alleged victim, Christine Mbaba Oguniyi, and their residence and place of work, and you cannot communicate them through any electronic, telephonic, nor social media means. You must report to pretrial services telephonically once
They're summoning something in Jersey, obviously.
per month and in person once per month. Your next court date is November 22nd, 2024, 9 a.m. before Judge Tier. Public Defender O'Hearns is assigned to represent you and will speak with you before your court date. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge. But I wouldn't know her, Judge. I would never put my hands up, but I understand that.
No, you can't say that.
I'm going to comply with you. I'm going to comply. Everything you said goes. I was just saying.
You can't talk about the facts. You have to comply with the order. It's not an option. It is mandatory that you comply. A copy of the order will be given to you before you leave in writing. You understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
You can leave the booth now, please.
You can leave the booth.
You can leave.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We missed you can leave the booth. We haven't heard that in ages, you know. You can leave the booth. He pronounced that name on point, like I knew he would. I think he deserved something for pronouncing that name correctly. When James did it, did you see the defense attorney? I can't remember her name. Anyway, she smiled. She actually looked up from her paperwork for it. She's always done like this, always, through every case. And then she finally looked up and smiled. You know what? It's my first day too, Mel. Me and you are newbies together. If anything goes wrong, we can blame everybody else. Okay. Okay. Got one more before we go to Fleischer. And this is in Ohio. And let's just say, this guy, the luck on this guy, he has to be Irish. I don't care what his name is. I don't care what color his hair is and what color his eyes is. This guy has to be Irish because nobody in the world gets this lucky.
This is the case of the state of Ohio versus Victor Champion, case number 23 CR 40685. Present before the court is Mr. Champion, represented by Ms. Chambers. We have Ms. Hyatt from the prosecutor's office and Officer Henry from probation. We are here today for a status conference. Mr. Champion, there has been some confusion in this case. Some of it may have been caused by me, so I apologize if that is the case. But I want to make sure that you are clear on where we are at in this case. I treat almost every one of my theft cases the same because I try to be consistent on them. It is my belief that people who commit felony theft charges and pay back the restitution over time should go to jail for 3 months. That's just the arbitrary figure that I have in my head. Those people who steal felony amounts of money and don't pay them back, those people should go to prison for anywhere from 8 to 12 months, usually somewhere in there. Now, I have already ordered that you serve 90 days in jail, and I have stayed that 90 days to figure out if you're going to make restitution payments. I know that you and Officer Henry have sat down and worked out the math on this, that $165 a month or so, ballpark, is the minimum amount of payment you have to make in this case to see that the victim in this case gets his restitution over the course of the next 3 years. If that's the case, though, Mr. Champion, you're going to do 3 months in jail. If you're only going to make the minimum and do the minimum that is required of you, then the minimum that is required of you is going to be doing 90 days in jail. The purpose of the status conference, though, is for you to come up with enough restitution in the case to convince me that I should not send you to jail. And we had an $800 payment back in May. That was good. We have had no payments since then, although Ms. Chambers tells me that you may have some money together. My intent was to put you in jail last week. And I screwed up the order on that. So it says August the 30th. It was supposed to say July 30th. You were supposed to be already in jail by now. Because it was my understanding from Mr. Henry that, or Officer Henry, that you just want to sort of bounce along the bottom and do the minimum amount of the payment. And if so, then we ought to go ahead and get the jail out of the way. So my hope is today that we will resolve any of the confusion that might be had about the case. And I'm going to continue this out for about 30 days so that we can resolve this and then you can figure out where you're headed. So if, Mr. Champion, you want to put my restitution order at the forefront of everything that you have going on in your life, and you want to pay the restitution, which is not just, well, I got my house payment and I got my credit card payment and I got this payment and I also have this payment. If that is the way we are evaluating the case, then might as well go ahead and get the jail out of the way. If, though, I'm convinced that, oh, well, you know, I'm behind in this payment, I'm behind in this payment, but I really, really don't want to go to jail, so I'm making every amount of payment that I can. I'm working as hard as I can. I pick up extra shifts, whatever that includes, then that is a situation where I would not put you in jail. Do you understand all of this?
Yeah, I understand all this. I'm confused on some certain things, though.
That's okay.
I understand what you just said. Yeah, I am confused on certain things.
That's okay.
Am I able to speak on it?
Sure.
Okay, so when I first got sentenced, you told me it was 90 days, come back in court every 90 days. That's what you told me, right? After my first time coming to court, you bring me back to court within like 45 to 60 days. That wasn't even enough time for me to pay my regular life bills and try to make another substantial amount of payment towards this. Now,
this judge clearly just said that he didn't want to hear an excuse that he has his own bills to pay, so he can't pay these bills. So what's the first thing this guy says? But Judge, I had my own bills I had to pay. And he has Snoopy on his shirt, sleeping in court.
I'm also confused on what do you consider a substantial amount? Because what you consider a substantial amount, I may not have it. I might not just be able to do that. So I don't understand, like, you know, at what point do I satisfy the court and still be able to live my life? Like, I was evicted during the whole time of this process, you know, so I've been trying to find me a new house, finally did that. I'm trying to make the payments towards that. I just found out about this minimum thing with the talk to Mr. Henry Thursday. My whole process was paying significant amounts. That was my thought process. He just told me Thursday, oh, well, no, we usually do it like this, $165 per month. Oh, well, nobody even told me this.
Okay. But like I said, the $165 a month is not generally the way. I mean, honestly, I do have some people who I have on my probation docket. They're like, look, I just want to pay the minimum amount, and it's worth more to me to be in jail for 90 days and then get out and kind of go back to things. I mean, some people have just a different view on it. Now, in terms of
Big
what
Booty
is
Starfish. Thank
substantial
you.
enough of a payment, I don't know the answer to that because I don't know what your financial situation is. And So that's when you and Officer Henry have a chance to sit down. And so, you know, if
I know he paid $800 at once a couple months ago. I don't know how much he owes. And what I don't know is what he owes it for. Like, did he rob a store? Because if he robbed a store, you know, they have insurance to cover that. I understand small business owners that could kill them. I understand that. But if he like, let's say, robbed Sears, you know, or Boscov's or whatever, that's one thing. But if he was a DUI and he drove his car right through someone's living room, this family has no house to live in. I don't care if he has his own bills. He needs to pay them back so they can, you know, fix their stuff. So I don't know any of these answers. I don't know. I just know that the judge signed the order for him to go to jail on the 31st. And the judge signed the wrong date. So this guy is walking around free.
a substantial payment to somebody who makes $10,000 a month is a different than somebody who makes $1,000 a month. So what I need you to do is you and Officer Henry can sit down and figure out what it is that you have coming in, what it is that you have going out, and how much of it is going to my restitution figure. So you and he can sit down and figure that out. And if you don't come to an agreement, we'll have another hearing. We'll be having another status conference in about 30 days anyway. Mr. Omar, you can have a seat on this bench over here so that we can get this figured out. Because, Mr. Champion, I don't want to put you in jail because it's been my experience that is usually a step backward in these cases. Because if I send somebody to jail for 3 months, they come out, their financial situation, everything in their life is terrible. They lose jobs, leads on jobs. I mean, I do understand that, but I've also been doing this for a long time now. And what I also understand is that I have somebody in your seat to be like, well, Judge, you can put me in jail if you want, but that you're not going to get your money that way. And I've been challenged enough over the years to know that sometimes people just have to go to jail.
Yes, he did.
And that's just sort of the way it has to be. I don't know if you're among those people. You might be, but you might not be. So again, I think now Officer Henry is clear on where we're at. Everybody should be clear on where we're at. We got some amount of money that's coming in this week for a payment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be how much?
Can't say off the top, but it's going to be a significant amount.
Okay, what is a significant amount in your world?
Probably in my world, is about $300 to $400.
Okay, all right. So $300-400. Why don't we go then 60 days probably instead of 30? So we'll go out 60 days. You and Officer Henry can sit down in that interim period. I'm going to vacate the order that you go to jail, and we'll see everybody back here 1st of October, where we can figure that out.
We also get this back on the record. It was brought to my attention about a drug.
Can you volunteer him for a whole bunch of other things too? Thank you.
In alcohol class that I was never told I was supposed to do in the beginning. But then when I talked to Officer Henry, he said, well, this is a part of the court order. And I thought we had removed that from the beginning. I thought the I had to do was the online.
I thought we had him do the online theft class.
That's what I thought.
I'm not sure. Officer Pierce was in attendance for sentencing. I was going off the judgment entry.
Oh, okay. Did we do the online theft class?
No, I haven't had the money to do it, but I'm going to do it. I just want to get.
Does the online theft class cost money?
It does.
How much money?
I think $60.
I did not know that.
Yeah. T for C is the free option.
All right. Well, let's put all of the theft class, all of that stuff in our back pockets for now and focus on the issue of restitution.
Okay.
But as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Champion, you know, a drug and alcohol assessment and treatment might be good for you. I don't know.
But I've already done
But
it.
that's not my part of the case. Okay. I'm worried about getting the money back in this case. If you think that you can better your life by taking advantage of things that we offer, like drug and alcohol treatment and all those kinds of, if you want to do those things, you can, but I'm not going to order them as part of the case because I do not want you to be distracted from paying us back.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, anything else? All right, and Mr. Champion, to the extent that I made a mess of this, I apologize to you for that. But I think now that we are clear that this will be the last discussion that we have about people not knowing what page we're on. We are all on the same page as of today, right?
No, you're not.
All right, we'll see you back here in about 2 months. All right.
Oh, no. But he's just going to do the minimum because that's what it says to do. If you have to pay $167 a month, he's going to pay $167 a month. Even though the judge just told him if he pays $167 a month, which is what the judge is telling him to do, he's going to get in trouble. Because he already should have been in trouble. He should be in jail right now. But yeah, clerical errors. Clerical errors. Speaking of clerical errors, guys, I got so many comments on the court reporter. On the court reporter, remember the court reporter thing I did? I don't remember. Was it 2 days ago where they fired the one court reporter, kept the other court reporter? Man, I got comments that I don't understand how important it is that court reporters always do their job right. Because, didn't I ever think that what if I had someone murder my son and the murderer goes free just because the court reporter forgot to do the transcript? It was a lot of comments like that, comment after comment after comment. And yeah, I mean, a lot of them, like if there was a lot of swearing and everything, it didn't make it. Like it just didn't make it. No one's going to see it. But my Lord, guys, court reporters are people too. Yeah, I understand your point. But you don't have to come at me. I didn't do any. All I did was play a video. Speaking of comments, Fozzie, check your Discord because okay, never mind. Everybody, any questions, please ask Donald. Please just send Donald a Discord message and he will teach you what I mean when I say you don't have to read the comments on this video. What do you mean? You were around for, if you're 55, you were around for green stamps. I'm sorry, but you were. I know this because I was around for green stamps and I loved green stamps. I loved taking them in and buying a blender or a little fan. I loved it. I loved that. We need that. We need green stamps back because they make people feel good. Okay. So green stamps were when you went grocery shopping and you spent $50 at the grocery store or whatever, they would give you like 20 green stamps. And then there was this huge store and you would save these green stamps by licking them and putting them in little books. All right. And once you had a book of green stamps, you would take it to the store and all the items were on sale for green stamps. So, a blender might cost 2 green stamp books, but a vacuum might cost 17 books of green stamps. So yeah, Google S&H green stamps. It was so nice. It was so great. And you used to get these long rolls of green stamps from the grocery store, and then you would rip them apart, and you would lick them, and you'd put them in your book, and then you would have a book of green stamps. And it's only really cool licking the first one. After that, it gets kind of tedious. That's why us kids had to do it. Parents never licked their green stamps. That was all kid slobber all over those books. Yeah, it was great. Green stamps were great. Yep. That happened often too. When you open a bank account, you got a free toaster. Yep. No. Donald, are you 84? You don't look a day over 83. All right, we're going to Fleischer now. We're going to Fleischer, guys. So we did part of this on Monday, but we didn't get the last part. So here's what's going to happen when we do this. A lot of you people were actually in the stream on Monday, and you're going to remember everybody. Some of you people, I mean, in Judge Fleischer's actual stream, you saw the whole thing. Some of you will remember my stream on Monday, and you'll remember some of these people that we saw the beginning of, but we didn't see the end of. So we're going to see the end of them today. But, okay. If you get confused, please just message Donald in Discord. He will explain everything. I've actually sent him pictures of stuff for him to explain to me, and he did. He darn well did. I took my phone around my house with Donald saying, this is what it looks like. And he fixed it. He helped me fix it. Donald's a good resource. Just ask him all your questions. Uh-huh. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Again, guys, in case you missed it, I'm going to put a video out later today. That is so, I just think it's so good. I just do. I just want to focus on that part. Yes, it's a controversial subject. Yes, we'll have some horrible comments in the comment section. Don't read the comment section. Just ignore it. Just rise above it and ignore it. Watch the video. You're going to see an amazing lawyer, an amazing storyteller. It's coming later. Hi, Lacey. Here he comes. Here comes Judge Fleischer.
Garcia's last name?
Yes, Garcia.
Okay. On bond or in jail?
He's on bond.
Okay.
The last time Mr. Garcia was here, we ordered him to come back today with proof of a job. He has decided to be an entrepreneur, and he's opening a flooring business.
Sure. Like home health care?
No, doing flooring and remodeling.
Okay.
I have a proof of a business card they ordered from Office Depot.
That's cute. All right, I'm going to talk to him here in a second. All right, so let me just, Will, talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay, Olivia, first finger on the
Hi, Will.
Yes.
And you asked me to come by and speak with you on that. So we got it's a 6-month PTI.
Yeah, but I want to talk to him too so that we can make a game plan, because I'm not going to just, I mean, the case is 8 months old now. I'm just not going to reset it 6 months in hopes that he gets everything done, because every time we do that, nothing gets done. So I want to work a game plan of how much restitution is owed, how he's going to pay it. Does he have a full-time job? What are the conditions do you want?
Just restitution, Judge.
That's it. Okay, so that's my concern is how he's going to play. Does he even have a job?
Yeah, it's 2,500, so it's on the higher end of it. I was going to propose because we did the mother's PTI route, or we're going to apply him that was ours.
Yeah,
But a meeting stuff with probation services next week, I believe. Is that a payment plan with them? It's usually being supervised.
Okay.
Just like a
Yes, Judge Ross.
Correct. So I did it through.
Yeah, but I get it, but I'm going to set it up with him tomorrow so that we know, because I'm not going to play this game and that he, on the first time he pays $1 or pays $10. Oh, I'm sorry, I just don't have it. I'll come back more next month. And then next month he has another $20 or something like that. I'm not going to play that game. So please. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
That sounds like me. So there is a sub. Judge Ross is the sub this week, but he's not streaming. Well, I didn't see a stream today. I don't know if he's streaming somewhere else, and I don't think he is. I'm going to check again tomorrow. But guys, that was Will. Bye, Will.
Good morning, Miss Arby. Ma'am, do you have a lawyer today? What are you doing about that? What are you doing about that?
I was just gonna see if I could just read what I had made.
You were charged with theft. I will tell you now that a theft conviction is probably one of the worst convictions that you can have, because you will brand yourself a thief forever. No one hires thieves. No one gives loans to thieves. If you want to get an apartment, you will have a very, very difficult time to get an apartment just because you have a theft conviction. I have people that call me to this day asking me, hey man, my crappy ass appointed lawyer pled me to a theft and now I can't get this apartment. Can you take it off? Man, you pled to it. The theft is one of the worst cases you can plead to. By you just saying, oh, I'm going to take the easy way and I'm just going to plead, I'll pay it and just go on my way. That is, it's one of, I'm telling you, I'm trying to help you that it's one of the worst possible things you can do. In life, when you take a half-assed approach to something, what do you get? A half-assed result, right? Right. And this is a criminal case. This will have far-reaching impact. If you plead to this, from now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. They can also.
Here's how I'm 100% positive that there is an actual judge sitting in this chair, sitting in Judge Fleischer's chair while Judge Fleischer is gone. Because, first off, Victoria told me Judge Ross was coming in. Like Bill Ross, only Judge Ross. And I didn't know if he was coming into this courtroom or not. But today, I tried to get Victoria to gift wrap all of Judge Fleischer's stuff while he was gone. All of his pencils, papers, his chair, his mouse that he likes to bang around, everything. And Victoria says to me she can't gift wrap all of Judge Fleischer's desk because George Ross is currently using it. And I said that Judge Ross can go get his own stuff. And I even tried to use Legal Fiction's name. You know, I tried to drop a name. And she didn't gift wrap all of his stuff. But what she did say, in the nicest possible way, that Judge Ross is not Judge Fleischer. He's not. So it's okay. It's okay. We're going to let Judge Fleischer go on vacation. I mean, Victoria still texted him. I saw her do it. Well, I heard her do it in chat. Does that make sense? I can't hear chat. I heard her in chat. Anyway. Kelly is. I don't know what happened. I missed whatever chat was saying. But Kelly is a part of the glue. She glues this channel together. All right, here we go.
To use this to enhance you to a felony punishment, you'll be looking at years instead of days. There are far-reaching impacts that you never even know that exist. So, what do you do in life? Okay, how much money do you make a month? Okay. Did you even try to look for a lawyer? Okay. You need to at least try. There's a gajillion and one lawyers in Harris County. It's a matter of you going to every medium and cold calling and saying, hey, you know, I've got this case. How much do you charge? 99% of the lawyers here will put you on a payment plan, but if you pay a couple $100, they'll represent you. You know, could you try to get this thing dismissed or try to work the best resolution that you can? But it's a matter of you actually taking the initiative to try to get it done. We're going to give you another 30 days. All right? Okay. Please.
Is that what time?
30 days, GHA.
Okay. Next judge is page 3. Beltran Pablo, come on up.
Eric. Okay. Got it. Good morning, Mr. Beltran. You have a lawyer today.
No, not yet. I'm working on it.
Okay, we'll give you a little bit more time. Get on it, dude. It's already been 43 days. You understand? Okay, head on over there. We'll give you more time.
Okay, next vote is page 5. Jamie, come on up.
Good one.
I'm just gonna high task.
You know what case it was?
All right, there you go. You're free to go.
How you doing, Doug?
Good morning, Mr. Cheney. You're the lawyer today.
Oh, no, I need more time.
Okay, we'll give you more time. You wanna head on over there? I'll be signing a receipt.
You can sign.
Okay. She'll tell you for the right thing.
Go ahead and sign.
Go ahead and step off there. Now, if you just want it.
Okay.
Mr. Mixon for a plea, Your Honor. Go ahead and step on it.
Good morning, Mr. Mixon. Sir, charged with theft, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement, they're offering you 3 days in jail. Credit for the 9 days that you've already done. Is this how you understand it? You need to understand this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off, Mr. Mixon. You ever been busted for theft before? I don't care here. I mean, anywhere. Okay. You know what happens next? What happens next? Correct. To what? A felony charge. You take a pack of gum, a pack of smokes, a piece of Lego, you'll be looking at years instead of days. You understand? So the next time you get the itch, get out, run away, do something else, because you'll be looking at a boatload of time more.
Pause. Here's why green stamps were so awesome and why our generation was so awesome. This is exactly why. If we wanted an Atari, we had to save up 47 green stamp books, but we weren't the ones paying for groceries. Mom was. Mom used those green stamp books for, like, you know, things that she needed for the house, a vacuum. So if we wanted that Atari, we had to get green stamps from Mom. So we had to do stuff. So we had to work hard to get green stamps from Mom that she was working hard to get green stamps from the grocery stores and everything. And we had to really, really, really try hard to get that Atari. We had to work at it. It wasn't given to us. And or we had to mow the grass, rake the yard, shovel the snow to buy the Atari. But no one came home one day and said, here's an Atari and 17 games, and then we got bored with it a week later. No. If we wanted an Atari, we actually had to do a lot of work for it. We had to do something. We had to earn money, or we had to try to get green stamps from some mom or aunt or grandma or whatever. But like kids today, I know I'm one of them. I'm a parent that just, here's the Atari, although they didn't ever play an Atari, but I just, gave them what they wanted. That's why our generation just was the best. The best.
What you're doing now. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. Under federal law, you give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do? I didn't plead the offense, so guilty or not guilty. I will find you guilty. I will follow it. If it's enhanced, it'll be abandoned, and good luck to you, sir. Thanks, guys.
All right, Judge, next is page 8. Davis, come on up.
How you doing, Mr. Davis?
How you doing, sir?
Mr. Davis, you have a lawyer today. Tell me what you're doing about that.
Working on it, called a few places.
How many places did you call? Okay, and what did they tell you?
They're not really talking about it.
Who did you talk to?
I really don't remember the names, but of course, I had to call some people here also. They said they could represent me. Mental lawyer.
What?
Yeah.
Say that again?
They couldn't represent me because they had to be appointed to, so they couldn't buy it.
Okay. You want more time?
Yes, sir.
See if we can make this any better. It's so loud.
What do you do for a living?
Okay.
Try to get rid of that background noise a little bit.
And how much money do you make a month, Mr. Davis?
In on situation. And on time with that.
How much? I didn't ask you how long it took. I asked you, how much do you make a month?
That's what I'm saying. 3,000, maybe.
Okay, so you need a lawyer to represent you. I mean, you don't qualify for an appointed lawyer. You make too much money. So we will give you more time when you come back and have a lawyer. The longer it takes, the worse it off it is for you, you know? Evidence gets destroyed, people forget. All right? Okay.
Right this way. All right, Judge, page 13.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on. I want to write something down first. Okay, thanks.
This is a plea for Mr. White, Your Honor.
Okay. Hi, John D.
Hi.
Good morning, Mr. White. Mr. White, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 7 days that you've done. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, right to be arraigned, charged resident in court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal, so once you accept this agreement, you can never undo this, change this. Do you understand? The only other thing I'm going to advise you is that this is a terroristic threat. Be careful. Don't go back to the same location. Don't continue with the same course of conduct because it could end up with a potentially felony charge. You understand? So be good when you get out. That's it. This can be used to enhance your punishment. You can be looking at up to 90 days in jail as a minimum if you pick up any more cases in here. All right? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'll find you guilty and we'll follow the agreement, sentence you to it. 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 7 days that you've done. Abandon any enhancements. I'll roll your courthouse here, won't do anything. And good luck to you, sir.
Hi, Judge Matt.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. It's on Mr. Johnson, Judge. He's taking me in.
Yeah.
I'm just approaching on a bond to see if we can give the bond.
I did. I put up 5,001.
Okay, 5,001. Yes, sir. Thank you. That's all I want to make sure. Thank you, Judge. Fine with that. May I just reset it? Thank you. Thank you.
He's gonna pop up tomorrow on tomorrow's docket regardless.
Yes, sir.
So, just be aware that he could end up showing up here. If you can get him out before that, okay.
Yes,
But
sir.
I don't know. So
Yes,
just be
sir.
aware
If
that-
not, I'll be back in the morning or I can just
You
send a
can always
receipt.
zoom in. I have Zoom for you, so you don't have to come all the way over here, okay?
You have Zoom? Oh, thank you.
Next time. Yeah, that way you don't have to run all the way.
Oh, yes, sir. Then I'll just Zoom tomorrow.
Zoom.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Victoria, what is going on in this courtroom today? It's so loud. Are you guys building an addition over there? They're building an addition for me so I could just live stream.
All right. So, counsel, Mr. Nesmith, good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor.
So, I have here that you have filed a motion to withdraw.
That's correct, Your Honor.
What's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Matthews had retained me for that particular walkthrough, Your Honor, and I'm withdrawing so that Mr. Matthews can have his right to find an attorney of his choosing, whether it be me in the very near future, within days, or any other attorney, Your Honor.
So he's trying to withdraw from your case.
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want?
Yes, sir.
So you now have to go find a new lawyer to represent you.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will set you off a couple of weeks. I will grant his motion to withdraw. I will not continue to play this game.
Yes,
So you need to understand, if you continue to have lawyers that want to withdraw from your case, take a look inside. It may not just be the lawyer. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is a very serious case that requires attention now, not 2 months, not 3 months down the road, because evidence gets destroyed and it may potentially be evidence that helps you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
We'll set your case off 30 days. You must have a lawyer by then.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I will grant your motion to withdraw, Mr. Nesmith, and then we will reset your case to hire a lawyer. I think that we already have all the conditions in this case as needed, right, guys?
Correct, Your Honor. He was given bond conditions and admonished at the last hearing.
Okay. All right, Mr. Matthews, just go ahead, take a seat. We'll get you out of here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. May I be dismissed, Your Honor?
Yes, goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Okay. SP5DER. I don't know what it is, but I do know that these are sold out at $150 for a pair of frickin' shorts. Who in the heck would buy shorts for $150 besides Fozzie? Those pink ones are very cute. I don't see the hoodies. There's no hoodies. I want to know he paid for his hoodies. $90 t-shirt. Hold on. I'm going to find the hoodie real quick to see if we can get a price. It looks expensive. Doesn't it? Spider. These say spider though. All right, here's a. I don't know if this is it or not, guys. Because that says spider. But there it says SP5DER. T-shirts, tracksuits, hoodies. $161 for a hoodie. Oh my gosh, it's not as bad as a $700 shirt. But okay, you know what? Listen, guys. I'm just going to say if you pay $160 for a hoodie, you can wear that to court. You are allowed to wear that to court. Let's see how much a whole tracksuit is. Gosh, I wanted orange. Guys, this this orange suit went from $770 to $402. Okay, come on. Someone's punking me, I swear. That's it. That's it. Listen, I'm going back to court cases.
Thank you, Ms. Messman.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Ma'am, so on Brooker back there, we do need bond conditions. Yeah, has a DWI here and he has an open one in Del Rio. So I'm putting on one ankle a scram. The other one, he gets a GPS monitor with a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No alcohol, no dope, random drug testing, no weapons, no driving. I've also ordered him not to drive. Is that a ban? And I think that's it. Yeah, I told her about that. I waived the fee.
And how long,
Prior to the GPS, prior to release, the alcohol monitor 1 day after release. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Prior to telling me that you have complete paperwork,
Hold on, Fuzz. Let me see if I can find one to sell you for 160. Hold on.
ready to go.
Are you unfair?
Yes,
You
you're
ready?
Yes, you're
Okay, you mind bringing them up? Good morning, Mr. Fair.
Good morning.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement there. They are offering you a reduction to a class B misdemeanor, which is a big deal because you are now skirting 5 days in jail. 5 days you would do flat, day for day. I hope that you appreciate this. Do you understand? The problem is that you now have 2 DWIs on your record. What happens on your third? How long are you looking at? Mr. Fair, it doesn't care how much alcohol you have in your system. It doesn't care how faint the smell of dope in your car. You get pulled over, your eyes look eternally bloodshot, don't they? Even the faintest smell of alcohol, they're going to assume that you're intoxicated. Don't matter if you're drunk or not, they're just going to arrest you and charge you with a second offense. Do you understand? So if I were you, I wouldn't even get in the car, even if you've had half of a sip of a beer, half a shot, because all they have to do is smell the faintest smell, boom, you get the felony charge. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, to confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal, so once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. As part of the agreement, you will do 180 days in jail. You will be probated for 15 months. You will do a repeat offender DWI education class. 2 victim impact panels. A TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions you must fulfill, it could be intensive outpatient treatment, it could be some other outpatient treatment. If they assess it, you must do it. You understand? Random analysis, no drugs, alcohol, no breath test refusals. If you are pulled over and an officer asks you to submit to a breath sample, you must submit to a sample. If you don't, you're in violation of this probation. You must also have a guardian in law. I am going to suspend your license for a year. Do not drive until you get a license. You will be required to get a portable device. Mr. Fair, we just want to make sure that you understand. You should never, ever get into a car, even if you had 1 beer. Do you understand?
No way.
You're looking at a ton of time. Have you been to prison before?
No, sir.
No way. I love you, Fozzie, but I'm not bidding $6 on a sweatshirt for you. Nope, nope, nope. Even if you pay me $160 for it, nope. I was gonna go up to $5.01 for you, but I'm not going any higher. Plus, if Lena saw you wearing that shirt, Lena would get upset.
It's not fun, man. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense, sir? I will find you guilty, sentence you with agreement. Good luck to you guys. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Fozzie told me to get him a $160 sweatshirt, hoodie. He didn't tell me what size. He didn't say he had to wear it.
Please sit down.
Yes, Judge, I just did bond conditions, and I wanted to know if I can ask you to reconsider the no driving.
It wouldn't matter.
I've known this family probably since 2007, Judge. For the record, worked for Halliburton.
He has a DWI with a child out in Fort Bend. He has an FSGI, and then now he has his DWI. I mean, him in a car, they don't get along well.
Yeah, but Judge, I think that was a couple of years ago. The only reason I'm asking is because, one, I think the interlock is the less restrictive means, in my humble opinion. He is working. It's going to impede him from coming to court. His wife works. So is it an inconvenience to the community? Absolutely. Have no doubt. We haven't been found guilty. The only thing I'm asking for is, at this point, is to one, rescind the no driving, give him a guardian airlock on his car, even an ankle bracelet, if you like, Judge. But this family has been through a lot. I did represent him in Fort Bend, and that was reduced to a Class C because there were some issues that I believe in that particular situation.
The only way I will acquiesce to you is by what you said, that we will give him the ankle monitor, and he's not out a lot in the middle of the night.
Yes, sir. Hours, anything that would just go around his work schedule, Judge.
Find out what it is and let's tailor it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll iron something out for you.
Thank you, God.
Yes, ma'am. Come up, Mr. Jokes. Mr. Jokes, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 4 days that you've done. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine the accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal, someone to accept this agreement. You can never change this or undo this. You're on felony probation. You know this? Do you know that by pleading guilty to this, they can revoke that probation? It can result in putting you in prison, man. It looks like it's a less than a gram, so it's a state jail felony.
Right? It hasn't been filed, or motion's been filed. I was under the impression, and one of the impression was not going to be filed.
You don't think that they're going to file a motion to revoke?
I'll be in trouble.
What do you mean you don't be in trouble? You're on felony probation, man. What do you mean I don't be in trouble? You're on felony probation. You picked up a new case. You're the one in orange, and you're not being in trouble. Dude, get a clue, man. You are in trouble. And the problem is, the more cases you pick up, the more likelihood you have to go into prison, man. Have you been to prison before?
No, sir.
Do you want to go? You're begging for it. Contrary to popular belief, Mr. Jokes, in Texas, marijuana is still illegal. You can go to California, you can go to Nevada, you can go to Colorado. Those in
Can't come to
Latin
Pennsylvania.
states, it's legal there. In Texas, with the legislature that we have, it is still illegal. And if you get into a car and it smells like weed, you are rolling probable cause. And you give them authorization to just do whatever they want. You are on probation, and you need to understand that this can be used to revoke your probation. If you continue to pick up cases, the more likelihood you have of them putting you in prison for just smoking marijuana. Do you understand? Do you still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
It's, dude, gotta be careful, man. It's only so many times that they're gonna bend over back, you know, and not. The other thing you need to understand is that Texas Department of Public Safety, by you pleading guilty to this case, may very well suspend any driver's license you have or may not have. If you have a driver's license, then don't drive. If you get into a car, you will get pulled over at some point. They will take you immediately to jail. And if you have anything on you, right back in here. So don't. How do you plead to the officer? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, send you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 4 days. I will roll your court costs. You won't owe anything. Be careful, Mr. Jones. All right. Thanks, Aaron. Timberlake, you ready?
Yes, Judge. He works for Bankin, Judge, no longer Halliburton, but it's Bankin. He goes to work at 5 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And he's a supervisor so he's on site there.
So why don't we do like 10 p.m. to, you know, I guess, does he leave the house at 5?
No, that's what time he has to be there, from 5 a.m. So I would say
4:30?
I would say 4, just in case it's, because I asked him for the address. He said he had to look it up. So I said,
You ask him, I guess, if you can ask him how far it is. I don't want to.
yes, sir, I'll strap him. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but 4:30 to 10, 10 to 4:30, something like that. If it takes, hopefully it doesn't take him an hour to get to work.
I would hope not, because it's not in traffic. Right, I'll find out, Your Honor. Thank you. Do I come back to you?
No, just like, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, hi, good morning.
I'm here for Ms. Rita Gomez, Chief Conditions.
You remember her?
Mel, how did you hear about me? How did you hear about this channel?
Let me see. It's 43 days old. It was probably just reset to higher lawyer. Yeah. Just reset. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
I'm pushing up Taryn Walker, and Bell's offered a time served on the possession control substance in the other cases. Just seeing if you'd be willing to accept that today. He's the one who picked up the DWI with child passenger. You said his bonds were 30,000 each.
No.
You wouldn't accept that today?
No, I'm not ready to do anything on him yet.
Would you?
I want to see
his bonds first, or? His bonds right now at this point are 90,000.
Correct. He is. Do you know what happened?
Yes, Judge. He was not supposed to be driving, and he picked up a DWI with child passenger.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to consider it if I get it a 2-week reset, Judge?
I don't know. What's going on upstairs, Pavel? Is there no movement yet?
Right, Judge.
Right. Yeah, I'm not ready to do anything.
He's made his felony bond, so I think keep him in here as his misdemeanor stuff.
Yeah, I think he had made his bond prior to being in here, right? Yeah, I'm not ready to do anything on Mr. Walker's case. And, you know, Mr. Walker.
Thank you, Hope. Thank you.
Taking it, just.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
But he
I'm
won't.
sorry. If I get a 2-week reset,
yeah,
you might reconsider?
Yeah.
Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake. So I think maybe they might only be in the Northeast. And I feel so bad for you all, because tasty cakes, all of them are delicious. So this one was peanut butter candy cake. Peanut butter candy cake. So it's a cake. and with peanut butter and chocolate, and it's so good. So, Tasty Cakes, you should get them online because I think they're only in the Northeast, and you know, they make me happy.
All right, I'll do that, Judge, on that one. I have Nicholas Johnson, and he's here. He has an appointment with the Texas Barber College because you told him you wanted him to work on proof of the job.
What's the last name?
It's a Johnson, Judge, Nicholas Johnson.
Now I'm a little mad because my uncle, who used to live down in Florida, used to make me buy him boxes and boxes and boxes of Tasty Cakes every time I went to Florida because he told me they're only in the Northeast. So we can't, we can't get them. I think, guys, I think I was sold a bridge a little bit. I bought him so many Tasty Cakes over the years.
Is he starting off at college? What's he doing? Come up, Mr. Johnson.
He doesn't have orientation yet. He has an appointment. He has an appointment with one of the representatives of Texas Bar.
Mr. Sims, how long ago did we reset this case?
That was a 2-week reset, Judge, I believe.
What have you done in 2 weeks?
Forming up, he told me I don't have all the paperwork. So I'm going to talk to him tomorrow so he can let me know everything I need. What I need to do.
I'm sending you for a drug test right now. Take a seat.
And Judge, I have Dan Clark as well. That was also given a 2-week reset for.
Hey, that was Johnson, Nicholas Johnson. I'm sending him for a drug test right now.
That was Dan Clark was given a short reset for proof of GED.
Okay.
And he wanted me to show you that he had signed up for orientation or a test for one of his tests, and he paid for it. And he wanted me to show you that proof. So he is here and he's working on it.
Good.
And then Judge, I have Shamir.
So when is the test for him?
Let me see.
Beck and CJ, quit speaking a different language. Look, wait, there's court going on. We actually have a court playing.
Mr. Clark, come up.
August 5th, Judge, according to the receipt. English GED test, August 5th.
Come on. You signed up to take the test. Are you planning on studying before you take the test?
Yes, sir.
For real? It would probably be a good idea, because if you can study and you can do well on it, then you don't have to sit through classes.
No, thank you.
Otherwise, you're going to have to sit through quite a bit of number, perhaps months of classes. Remember, I'm also in 2 weeks going to drug test. Do not use. Do you understand? Okay, good luck on your test, Mr. Clark. Are you high right now?
Are you high right now?
Take a seat for me, sir.
Get a 2-week reset on him, Judge?
No. Set for mid next week, please. I want to see how we did on this test.
So sometime after August 5th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any day that week you want. Hey.
All right, Judge, and the last one I have is Shamir Asamoah.
Can't tell.
What is it?
Last one is Shamir Asamoah, and he started a job mobile
I don't think
detailing.
so.
He has the card information of the person he's working with, but he doesn't have any other information for me. But he is here, Judge, if you'd like to speak to that.
I'll talk to him in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else?
That's it, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, James. Hey.
Judge, Sergeant,
That's
she wants to
okay.
know, when it said something about the fees in there.
Wait, of course, I always wait.
And, as I understand it, that you gave him permission to drive, do you want him to still have the portable device? Or
No, interlock.
Interlock?
And he's not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an interlock. And then we're gonna do it so no driving between 10 to 4:30. 4:30?
Or he works on Waller, Your Honor. He actually says he leaves at 45, but.
10 to 4, no driving. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now
Thank
he's
you.
here now.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those changes in how Thank you.
He was supposed to come today with a employment. He's starting a business with his friend.
Is he here?
He is.
Come up, Mr. Garcia.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing with yourself. Morning.
Currently I'm close to I'm going to school, so I'm trying to keep my school up as well, staying close to that. You're trying to get me to find a proof of You're trying to get me to find a proof of employment or source of employment. So hiring and looking for a job is very hard to get hired on because of my felony in the past. So what I did, I took it upon myself to go and pursue flooring, general remodeling, something that I already know how to do. So that's what I'm moving forward with, to have a source of income.
Thank you, Fati.
So how do I know that you're working?
This is just start.
How do I know?
I have to market, I have to put my face out there, put my work out there, and get on the floor. Instead of flipping patties, this is what I'm doing.
What's wrong with flipping patties?
I don't choose to flip patties. I think, well, apparently don't hire me to flip patties. So I have to find something to do myself, and this is what I'm doing.
I ordered you as a condition of your bond to stay out of trouble.
Yes.
And to either be in school full-time or get a full-time job.
I am in school. And I'm looking for
have you seen proof that he's in school?
I have not, Judge. He
Okay.
has
Where's the
documents.
proof?
I just informed her about that as well because she was uninformed. I just told her that too, and I will send her an email of confirmation of
No.
get through my schedule. I can bring it.
Go get it. I want to see it. You're telling me you're in school. Okay, show me.
Okay.
Okay, take some time and I want to see.
Well, I have to go home, get on
Give it to me, Fozzie. I'll give it to her.
my computer.
Do you have a phone?
No, I don't have it.
I think the issue, Judge, is that
You just handed a phone to her.
That's I had my mother my phone, but I had no service. I told you that last time I was here.
Building has Wi-Fi.
Correct. Thank you for that.
I think some of the issue, Judge, is that the login and password is saved on the home computer and it's not.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. I will reset your case for you tomorrow, and I want you back here tomorrow and show me proof.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Garcia. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Maybe excuse me.
And now I don't know what to hunt to with.
It's okay.
There you go, Mrs.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay.
Let's put them on. Okay.
Oh, Hunter.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Just go back in.
How's jail?
Not good.
You have a theft case with us. You have taken off on us repeatedly, over, over, and over. Your case is now 1,685 days old. And now, the only reason we have you back here is you picked up an assault case. And from what I understand, it's assault against grandmother and the TV and the balcony door or window.
Hello, security.
Why is it we can't get you to show up, Ms. Templeton?
The last time I came here, they said that I was dismissed. I didn't have to come back. So that's why I didn't come back.
I've already given out 40, I think, so far this month.
Do you have someone that's gonna bond you out of this case?
Yes, they already did.
If you ever fail to appear for me again, I'm gonna set both of your bonds at $50,000. I want you to know that. I will deem you a flight risk because you are. You refuse to show up.
Thank you, legal.
No matter what we do, I just can't get you to show up. So I'm now, if you were bonded out, I will, prior to your release, going to put a GPS monitor on your ankle. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If one time you fail to come back or you fail to live up to one of these conditions, I promise you I'm not going to do this again. I will immediately set your case for trial, and I'm going to make your bond very, very high. All we are asking you to do is show up and stay out of trouble. I'm entering now a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies Sharon Brown as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault on this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of 9550 North Wayside Drive, apartment 5307. Do you understand? I don't know if grandma wants to have contact with you. If she wants to have contact with you, then did you talk to grandma? Okay. I don't know if she wants to have contact with you. If she does, then I will amend these conditions to allow you to have contact with her. Regardless, though, it's no threatening. I need you to look at me so I know that you understand. No threatening or harassing contact with her, no weapons.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to show up?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Judge, would the court consider removing the, or not having the residential restriction?
If grandma wants her to go back home, yes. Sure.
I'm staying with my mother.
So you're not gonna go there?
Yeah, I'm not going there.
Okay.
They already moved my stuff.
Please, be careful. There are people who, when they consume alcohol, turn into very lively, happy people. And that there are some people that turn into when they consume alcohol. I don't know which one you turn into, but if it's not a nice person, it's probably best that you don't. And I'm now making that a condition, so don't. Otherwise, I'll revoke your bond and put you in jail.
Yes, sir.
Don't take off on us again. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Here we go, guys.
Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake. Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake. Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake. Tasty cake. Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake.
Ooh, a tasty cake. There we go. Tasty cakes. Fight me. Come on, 1v1 me. Right now, me and you.
Yes. Page 31. Wells, come on up.
Your Honor, I had a quick question about.
Thank you.
Her conditions,
But
they
it's
all
beer.
both cases or just one of?
Put on the assault case.
Okay.
And then, hey, the theft is a Walmart theft?
I believe so, Your Honor. It's a retail theft.
How many grams? Oh, I thought it was Coke.
If it's a Walmart theft, no gun to Walmart.
American Eagle.
American Eagle. Oh, here. Are you Clay Wells?
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Wells. Mr. Wells, do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir, I need more. Look this way.
Why are you looking over there?
I just turned around, sir.
Okay, so, okay, you'd like more time?
Yes, sir.
For sure, we'll give you more time. If you want to head on over to Victoria, we'll have you sign up. Okay, for sure. Good luck, Mr. Wells.
Yeah, I'm not.
Steven.
Good morning, Mr. Garcia. Do you have a lawyer today?
I do have one, but he couldn't be able to come today. If you could give me another date.
Okay, we'll give you a couple more weeks. Please have him here at the next setting. Okay. Just, how do you?
This way. The next one, Judge, is page 19. Hernandez, Oscar, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Hernandez. Do you have a lawyer today?
No.
What are you doing about that?
I apologize that I don't have a lawyer. I haven't been able to work that much.
Okay, what are you doing now?
He goes around from floor to floor. So right now he's working on, oh gosh, what did he say, guys? 12? On the 12th floor, I think. He's up on the 12th floor. And this Lewis, this is other Lewis, and he's Goat Lewis. Goat Lewis is up on another floor, but he'll be back.
I work painting, and because of the climate, I haven't been able to work.
What do you make on a normal monthly basis?
I earn about 150 a day.
What is it on a normal monthly basis?
$1,500
a month?
Yes.
Who do you live with?
My wife and kids. I pay for their
Does your wife work?
No, I work.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Yes.
Do you want to give me an application, please? We will give you an application. I need to know everything about you. Please fill it out in its entirety. What kind of car you have, how many cars, money in the bank. I need to know everything about you. And then I'll take a look at it.
Judge, there's just one more Spanish.
Okay.
Figueroa, come on up. Hernandez. You guys go ahead and slide over. Friedman.
Do you have a lawyer today, Mr. Figueroa?
No, I couldn't get one.
What are you doing about that?
I want to hire one, but I don't have the money.
What are you doing in life now?
I work doing well.
How much money do you make a month?
Around 2000.
Who do you support?
Came up with my mother, grandmother, and kids.
Who do you live with?
Who can be with? Right now I'm with my brother.
Okay, so you're making 2,000 a month, correct?
Yeah.
So where's all the money go?
I send them the money, money for my mother and my kids.
I need you to fill out an application. I'll take a look at it to see whether you qualify. I need to know everything about you. How much money, where do you spend it, how you spend it, what kind of car you drive, how many cars you have. I need to know everything about you if you want an appointed lawyer. Otherwise, you need to hire a lawyer. I need you to fill it out in its entirety. Okay. Morning, gentlemen. Come on up. Come on up. All right, gentlemen. Both of you are wanted fugitives out of different states. Both of you want bonds, need bonds, or something's going on. You, what is it?
That's Mr. Trinold Robinson.
Mr. Robinson, you want a bond. I know you do. And the problem is that everything you tell me is going to be like little bunnies jumping in the woods because everybody minimizes everything. The only way I get to know you and you, Mr. Donaldson, is how you look on paper, because that's what really dictates. What the words come out of your mouth, everybody tells me little white picket fence, little tulips growing everywhere, bunnies jumping. But the reality is, when you guys walk out the door, you turn into different people. So that's why the only way I really get to know you is how you look on paper. Now, Mr. Robinson, you were wanted out of? You're wanted out of Virginia for 2 robbery cases. Not what we showed. We showed 2 cases. Right.
I didn't hear about that.
The other thing is you may have a possible other robbery out of California, and you have another fugitive case out of North Carolina as well. Now, that seems like it's a lot of baggage to me. And my sole focus are 2 things when I grant a bond on a fugitive case. Number 1, most importantly, are you a dangerous person? And number 2, are you going to go back to the jurisdiction? I don't grant multiple bonds on fugitive cases because I'm not going to let you continue to terrorize and do that kind of stuff where you just can pick up different cases and then jet and expect bonds over and over. It doesn't work like that. You know, I give usually a person 1 time to make it right and go back to the jurisdiction where you're wanted.
He's literally right there. See him? Right there.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So, Dave, did he in fact have another fugitive case from another jurisdiction?
So I showed that he was arrested on July 14, 2024 in North Carolina for extradition fugitive out of state.
So he was let out of it.
It doesn't show anything regarding the release, but because he was arrested on July 14th, he would have to.
Yeah. So that tells me that you had an open fugitive case for the same charge in North Carolina. You got out. Now you're here in Harris County instead of going turning yourself into Virginia.
I got out on bond in North Carolina, and then when I popped my bond, Virginia had dropped the warrant. So I had to pop the Virginia warrant, and when I popped that, it was gonna be a fugitive warrant. So if I got pulled over or anything, I would get arrested.
So why didn't you go back to North Carolina, or why didn't you go back to Virginia?
For North Carolina is the 2nd of August, and Virginia is the 14th. So I was gonna wait till the court date to go back. I live in Houston. I'm with my mom. The warrant for Virginia was dropped on July 12th, 2024. It's 2 days before he was arrested. I'm saying I popped my button. I don't know when they dropped the warrant, but they said as soon as I popped my button from North Carolina, they said you got a warrant in Virginia. So I popped that button.
When you get out of whatever jurisdiction you were in, you were supposed to immediately go to where you're wanted from, because that warrant always remains in effect no matter where you go, what you're doing. You will continually get arrested over and over and over until you go back to Virginia.
So I gotta stay in Virginia?
You have to, the idea was, when you got arrested in North Carolina, you posted a bond to get out. What you should have done is immediately go to Virginia to take care of the charges, not come back to Houston and hang out here. That's not the right thing to do, because that warrant will always remain open and you're always subjecting yourself to getting rearrested as you are now. Do you understand?
I understand.
I'm not playing this game with you again. Now, we're going to wait until Virginia comes and gets you. For future reference, when you get a fugitive case and you get out on bond, you immediately go to that jurisdiction to go either turn yourself in or post bond in that jurisdiction. So
I posted bond. I didn't know I had to go back. I wasn't informed that my judge from North Carolina would have told me all this. I would have did that. I wasn't informed. They told me I had another bond out for Virginia. They told me just pop it. So that's what I did. I didn't know I had to go back.
And I can't, I mean, I don't know what's going on, right? I don't know what the North Carolina judge told you or didn't tell you. I will tell you this. If you're able to post bond in Virginia now, and you can tell Ricardo, right? If you can get your family to post that bond over there, that will release this hold and then you get out.
So I can post a bond over there?
If there's one set, I don't know. Is there a bond set over there?
Judge, if I may clear something up, Judge. So are we here saying that he's got a fugitive warrant out of North Carolina, or are we here dealing with the Virginia case?
No, so let's start with issues. We're saying that after the initial warrant for Virginia was dropped on 7/12, he was apprehended by North Carolina on 7/14. He presumably was given a bond, but then he didn't return to Virginia after he was arrested by North Carolina. And so for Virginia, though, they said,
My understanding, based on my client's recollection, is that his court date in Virginia isn't until August 14th.
I don't know, someone or something must happen with the case of trigger warrant because it's been valid for 17 days. And obviously they arrested him for it for North Carolina. Now, whether he made a bond in North Carolina is irrelevant to the original warrant in Virginia.
So the Virginia warrant, always until the end of time, will always be out there until you go take care of it. You can post bond here, you can post bond in Montana, you can post bond in Kansas, in Abu Dhabi, don't matter. The Virginia warrant will always be there, and you can get pulled over in every state in this union. You will always get arrested.
Yes, sir.
And you will always have to do this over and over until you go over there.
Judge, if I may, because my client is making representations that he's got a court date over there, we're unsure as to what happened. He has not.
No, we're exactly sure what happened. We know what happened. He didn't go back.
He hasn't messed up here in Harris County. Based on that, would you allow him 14 days to go turn himself in and figure out what's going on in Virginia, Chesterfield?
No, because he didn't do it in there.
I was not told to.
I don't know.
They told me just.
I mean, how am I supposed to verify
I had
that?
a court date, so that's when I thought I had to be back on my court date. It's not like I was running or anything.
How do I know that?
I got a court date in North Carolina too.
It's little bunnies jumping in the woods.
I got a court date on the 2nd. You would have. I never missed a court date. You can't say that. You can't say I'm running.
you would have a court date in North Carolina because he bonded out the secret messages. He said, I'll show him you want in Virginia because the case is still valid. So that would make sense just as if you would have seen bond out. Of course, you'd have a date.
I got the paperwork for all my court cases and all that.
Didn't we mention that the capias was that the reason that the demanded jurisdiction pulled the warrant?
Yeah, they didn't pull the warrant.
They never pulled the warrant
No,
from Virginia.
the warrant was never pulled from Virginia. He just got arrested for it in North Carolina. North Carolina gave him a bond to return to Virginia.
What we do here, Ricardo, what we do here,
yes,
he did that same thing in North Carolina.
No,
conspiracy.
No, because he got out.
Okay.
He had to have gotten out somehow. He got out.
You did it.
He posted the bond. He got out.
Okay, let me,
I don't know what document he signed in North Carolina. I just don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't a transfer because it was about page time. If it was a transfer, then it would have been sheriff's office. It was an officer.
okay,
For future reference, go turn yourself in the minute you bond out. Go to North Carolina, go to Virginia.
Virginia, I paid it. What do you mean turn myself in? I got
To go to Virginia. If you don't get it still, I can have Ricardo explain it to you. Okay?
yes, well, what we can do here in front of the
So
judge.
hold on.
we'll talk.
All right, Mr. Donaldson.
Yes, sir.
So you are in a bit of a quagmire because what happened is this, is that you transferred your case to Oregon, right? So you're supposed to live to the rules that you're supposed to in Oregon. And when you don't, warrants issued, right? You picked up 3 cases here in Harris County. I know that you have since resolved them and got on probation. The problem is that Oregon issued a hold, an interstate compact hold. So even though they dismissed the fugitive case here today because they dismissed it, you still have an interstate compact hold from Oregon. The problem lies is that we are really in a kind of quagmire as to who to contact with regard to that interstate compact to see how to release the hold. There lies the rub. So what we're going to do now is we're going to roll your case either probably to Wednesday so that day our prosecutor can figure out who do we actually reach out to in Oregon. Do we reach out to the sheriff's office? Do we reach out to the prosecutor's office to release that interstate compact hold? Because we just don't know. I don't know.
Judge, I think he said he had an
So I
answer.
just got an answer back from Chief. So it is, apparently there's an ICA agency, which they would have to get from the original paperwork from the demanding resolution. So Ricardo would have to call their sheriff's office to get the original ICA paperwork that they sent over to our teletype. But they would have that information on us.
Okay.
So you'd have to contact the sheriff's office there. But there's no case to file habeas into, you have to do it with the ICA. So,
Right, so if I could just explain something to my client real fast, Judge. My argument to everybody here, the judge, the prosecutor, is you handle your business on the probation. You took probation on May 9th. Therefore, you should have been released May 9th. Now, you had a parole violation. They get a 30-day sentence.
That would be Stephen G.
Okay, that's fine. Give them a 30-day setting. You should have been released 6/9, right? Now, all of a sudden, we're trying to figure out why you're still here. Supposedly, there's back and forth between Oregon and Texas on an ICA compact agreement. My argument is, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we should have known this by now. Where do I file a habeas? We don't even know where I'm supposed to file a habeas. I need to contact these people to see what's going on, to see if they're going to come pick you up or not.
Well, it'll get filed over there.
Well, it would get filed in
Right,
Oregon,
but you
right?
can't do that.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're gonna see what they say based on the ICA, see if they give us a heads up on what they're doing.
It would be invite us, because our office in charge of the ICA hold, we're separate from that. The ICA holds goes directly from their agency to our sheriff's office. So the DA's office is separate. It's not our hold.
So then I need to figure it out with them and hopefully they'll be responsive to my request and then we'll get an answer for you. Because my biggest thing is not having an answer for you, just sending you back without having an answer for you. That answer is, I need to contact them to get the answer.
May I just, Judge?
Sure.
I've been in Harris County 195 days. I signed probation May 9th. And then at that point, okay, I did 15 years in Oregon, day for day, on robbery. That's my parole here. Okay, so I have Oregon parole, I report here. I caught a new case, I signed probation. The parole officer in Houston said, hey, retake, come get him. And Oregon said, no, continue supervision. You guys just gave him 4 years deferred. Why would we come get him? And they said, no, we want
Me
to take
too.
him.
I'm
And this has been going
Pennsylvania.
on. I should have been.
Right, that's why, right. It's the interstate compact hold.
Right.
Is why you're still in custody. So we're having Ricardo reach out to the sheriff's office in Oregon to see if they will release the hold so that we can put them on notice that, look, he signed for probation here, right?
Legal, you just got your monitor taken off. Now what did you do? Don't answer that. Don't talk about your case.
The case is over with. So, if you're not going to come from Oregon to come get him, release the hold, because there's no reason for you to just have him sit in jail for no reason. But it's Oregon, Mr. Donaldson, that's holding you here, not Harris County.
Yeah, they had 15 business days to issue the warrant, which they did, and then 30 calendar days to come get me. And that was months.
Interstate compact is different, man. It's totally different, and it's, who knows what's going on. I can't release you. There's no document, there's no
Yes, I know.
method that I have to release you.
I was here.
We have, or not we, but Ricardo has to get with the sheriff's office to get them to release the hold. We're only going to set you off a day or two to get that done. We're not going to throw you for 30 to 60 days down the road in hope that it happens. No, we'll stay on top of it so you don't just languish. Okay.
You can release it with the hold.
We're trying. Well, he's going to try.
The next step is ICA. I'm gonna contact them, see what the position is and see if we go.
We're on it. We're not going to let you just rock it. Okay. We're on it. Just understand. You're now signing for yet another probation. When you sign, read everything you sign, because you may sign now a pre-signed waiver that in the event you take flight, if you go somewhere else you're not supposed
Massive
to,
bang.
you may waive extradition now by signing for probation. So make sure you read the fine print, especially that you're on parole in another state.
Well, I had the Austin hold, like for 6 months, they just lifted the Austin hold and it said motion to revoke. And it's a retake. They want Oregon to come get it. So Oregon put the warrant out and now they have it on the clock.
Yeah. Hopefully within the next day or two, they can try to, Ricardo can get it released.
Get it next. That's the next.
Otherwise, they have 14 days.
No, there's no, it's just an interstate compact hold. There's no 14 days. There's nothing. All that's over with. He dismissed your fugitive case. There's no fugitive case here against you. The only thing that's holding you is the interstate compact agreement that hold, and Ricardo's going to try to get it lifted. Hopefully.
I brought you out here so you can understand how complex this is, and so we can go back there and I can explain to you what the next steps are, but you could understand that, hey, I'm trying to do what I can for you before I go back there and tell you what's going to happen.
Like I said, we're only sending you a day or two from today so that you don't get forgotten. Okay. Well, I'm not going to promise anything. It just depends on if the sheriff's office in Oregon is responsive and the DA's office is responsive. If they put him on hold and they don't respond to him, then.
I still have 18 months of parole. I have to answer for it somewhere.
Yeah, all that's on hold while you're waiting.
Trying to figure out, man, it's very complicated, so I'm on it.
It's very
Just got a
itchy.
point today. I'm gonna hit the next steps.
All right, guys, I got a line building vacation. Good luck, guys. Thanks for the Hi.
Here I'm Daniel Frazier, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Frazier, coming up.
Not today, Mr. Frazier, not today. Whoo. Okay, so we made it through Monday without Fleischer, because right there's Fleischer, and look, there's Victoria. Hi, Victoria. Thanks. Yes, the judge can grow a tail. Abso-freaking-lutely. And there's Logan in his white tie. Okay, now I'm going to say this again. Gosh. I don't want to. You guys have all right. Later today, I'm going to put out a video of a riveting court case. However, the subject matter is a tad bit controversial. So, the lawyer is unbelievable. So, first, it's opening statements. So, first, you hear the prosecution, right? And it's a prosecutor. She does what prosecutors does. She's facts and very this is what we're going to show you. This is what we're going to show you. Here's a slideshow of what we're going to show you. She's a little long, but get through her. I mean, it's not that bad. She's not that bad. The only problem is the next attorney who comes up is outstanding, and she tells this story and you will not be able to look away from your screen once she starts telling the story. The problem is I made the video, but I was riveted, so I didn't pause the video. I didn't talk at all. So now I have to go in right now. Oh no. Now I have to go in right now and I have to edit it and put something in there so that YouTube doesn't get mad. I gotta do something with this video so it's, not reuse. I don't want to mess up with the reuse policy. You know how that is. Fozzie feels bad. I can't believe you asked me that question, Fozzie. I thought we were friends. You didn't even notice. If I got upset every time a man didn't notice my hair or a change in my hair. Mm. Talk to me, baby. So oh yeah, yes, Kelly. Kelly, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I don't know what to do. I'm gonna type some words in all over the place, and then I'm gonna put the video. I want to try to put it out at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day that I can make one. So it's an 18-day trial, and I've seen the end. So we do get something at the end. So I'll say. But about the comments, and this is the hard part, guys. This is where everybody got confused. So I'm going to try to go slow. When I make a video, right? Right here we have the chat. But once this is over, people can go into my videos and leave comments, right? Because this subject matter is a bit controversial, be prepared for some awful, nasty comments, hate-filled comments. So what I'm saying is just don't go into the comments at all. Just rise above the comments and ignore the comments. But whatever you do, don't feed into the comments because I don't want to have to be watching the comments 24/7 to make sure there's not a huge war going on and people are getting mad at each other, people who love each other or on the other side of the fences. Just don't go in the comments. I can just take comments off the video and I might have to. We'll see. Maybe people will just be good. Sometimes things happen and you guys in here are so good about it. You don't even say a word about it. And now we love each other. So maybe that'll happen. If you have any questions about what I mean by comments, please ask Donald. Send Donald a Discord message and he will answer all of your questions about comments on videos. And while we're at it, Micah, are you still here? Yep, yes, you are. Micah Psycho comments every single one of my videos, every single one of my lives, every single one of my shorts, every single one. Thank you. Thank you. He comments on every single video, every single short, every single post, every single live, every single that I put out. Michael, and I know that, thank you. Michael, I appreciate that. That's a lot of work. That's tedious. And, I don't even know if I could do that. And you do it every single day, and you have for a while. I mean, you didn't just start doing this. This isn't something you just started doing. You always do it all the time. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you for the super chats. And super stickers. I don't know what they're called. Can I just say thank you for the super chats and the memberships? I really, 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 really appreciate it. Mods, I added a link to my channel description. That is a link to the membership. So if something like Mel happens again, we can just grab that link and pop it in. And then you don't have to go through all that all that. No, Mel, you're not the first person. It happens to a lot of people. And these boys and girls, the mods, they stay at it until it's done. And they just keep working with the person. They keep answering questions. But now I think this is the link. I think that link right there just goes right to the, like, right to where you buy the membership. So we don't have to go through all that anymore. Hopefully it works on an Apple product. And then one more thing. I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything bad about a product because I could get hit with defamation or whatever. But all I know is I bought a CyberPower PC that crashed again today. I did fix it. But that's not the first time. And I only bought it in December. And I spent way too much on it for it should ever crash while I'm recording a free video. So, CyberPower PC. All right. I'm going to go now. I have to put the first outro on pause because I didn't get the third one ready in time. I just was editing this last video when I hit go live. I had a day off today, so I slept. Yeah, that's what happens. Intro. Oh, that's not my outro. I'm looking, guys. I'm looking. I wasn't prepared to end. All right, at this point, I'm about to take the first outro I can find. Oh, I know where it is. I'm in the wrong folder. That's why. There we go. We're going with number 2. We're going with the one I did yesterday because it's right at my fingertips. Guys, thank you so much for coming out today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I will see you at 6 p.m., which is 11 hours from now. I'm putting the video out. And Discord's not confusing, Mel, when you get in there. Just get in there and play around, and we'll help you out. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Daddy in the room, sunshine on the stage. Her giggles break the gloom. Laughter's what she wage.
Thanks, Fozzie.
Joke sharp, cutting through, witty like a blade. Humor off the charts, funny renegade. Wicked sense of play, twisted words anew. Chuckles all around, sky turning blue. Tags that never die, timeless through and through. Smiles on the rise, nothing left to rue. Kathy's giggles turning days bright. Tonight's the night her humor takes flight. Laughing all the way makes everything right in her world. Laughter's the light. Puns that make you spin, logic taking bend. Every line a win, can't help but commend. Playful inner grin, humor's best friend. Kathy bringing in joy, never gonna end. Quips so smooth, groove of the rhyme. Keeps the vibe in tune, humor's prime time. Her jokes never boom, subtle like a chime. Kathy in the room, laughing all the time. Kathy's giggles turning days bright. Tonight's the night her humor takes flight. Laughing all the way makes everything right in her world. Laughter's the light.